Hey folks, Jordan with Little Survival. So today we're going to talk about why you should carry a get home bag with you. So it's no secret in today's world that if you wake up and you pay attention to the news, that things are kind of getting a little negative, I should say, in the world for a number of reasons, a plethora of examples out there. So whet your appetite. You can go out there and start doing your own research. Now, along with that, guys, I want to talk about a 72-hour bag. Mind you, this can be 72 hours to 96 hours plus, depending on your situation, your environment, your needs, wants, all this fun stuff, guys. What I want to do with this series of videos I'm going to do is talk about the categories, guys. The categories. So this is kind of the first video of the whole series, which is going to talk about why you should have it, what type of backpack, what size of backpack, and some other factors as well. Not a whole lot I'm going to talk about this video. The other categories we're going to focus on one by one because I think it's very important for people to actually not get bored with one long video. And I'm not going to pull out equipment and go, this is my canteen named Bubba because it's awesome. No. I want people to sit there and go, okay, hey, I already have this squared away. Can I scoot on down to medical or comms or camouflage or self-defense or whatever is going to be in the series, guys. Now, that being said, this spectrum of idea can be anything from your typical I got lost in the woods doing XYZ all the way to, oh crap, now it's shit, it's the fan, the grid has gone down, blah, 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 right? And anything in between, guys. The world is crazy. Things happen all the time. So, that being said, let's start with this. Why do you want to carry or why do you want to have and make a 72-hour bag? Quite simply put, a get-home bag. It's handy because you can have a sack, essentially a sack, really, a backpack, full of equipment that's going to affect your survivability in a positive manner. Now, by full, I don't mean you have to have this thing brimming with stuff and popping open. No. Just carry with you the essentials that's going to help affect you in the categories I'm going to go over that's going to suit your needs. Now, that's also going to become environmental dependent, climate/seasonal dependent, and personal wants and needs dependent. So, that being said, let's bring this in. What size of backpack should you carry for a 72-hour to 96-hour window of time frame to help you survive in the wilderness? Now, to me, from my experience and research, it's going to be 30 liters up to 60 liters is generally accepted good size of a 72-hour, quote-unquote, bag that you can use. Okay, I agree. Now, what type of bag should you have? Do you want a military surplus backpack? Which, mind you, the modern ones, although more expensive from my understanding and my experience, are going to be more organized like this backpack. It's going to have pockets everywhere, compartments everywhere. It's going to be a lot better, maybe an external or internal frame. It's going to be more comfortable than the older style Alice backpack that's just basically a big bucket. Granted, I understand there's little pockets in the outside and whatnot, but in general, anything you want that's not a quote-unquote necessary need on the outside, you're going to have to take the backpack off. I mean, either one you have to take off. Open it up, get the flap open, find whatever dry sack you decide to put whatever item is that you're after in, and then pull that out, and so on and so forth. It's a lot slower process opposed to, oh, I want binoculars because that looks weird over there. Open this backpack and, or backpack, excuse me, pockets right there. So that's the thing. I like modern military surplus backpacks for a good reason. Now, along with that, they're durable, they're bomb-proof, they're built to last. Mouth's dry. They're built to last, guys. That's why I like them. Now, that being said, if for whatever reason, and I understand it's environment dependent, we'll get to that, maybe you want a backpack that's not so militaristic. Maybe you want something that's more, quote-unquote, common man's, right? So a good, reputable hunting or hiking backpack company, whatever it's going to be, REI, Osprey, Gregory, etc., guys, Ford versus Chevy type of topic here. Take your pick, okay? Do your due diligence, though. Research it. Look at reviews. Look at how the company runs. Can you return the backpack? Say it falls apart after like a week having it. Can you return it for full refund? Blah, 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 guys. That's the type of backpack you want to get. Go for it. Side note, though, guys, real quick. I personally don't buy into the whole gray man backpack type thing because I know people are like, oh, well, if you have a military-looking backpack, people are going to more likely jump you because you have, you know, a gear-ridden backpack versus like a sleek hiking backpack. If someone's going to jump you for your equipment, guys, someone's going to jump you. That's just how it's going to happen. You got to get froggy with them. So, that being said, we talk about what style, how big it's going to be. Now, let's talk about environmental factors. Okay, and that plays a role into what all we're putting in this bag in the first place. So this is the thing. I live in the eastern woodlands of the United States. What I carry with me, equipment wise, might be different from you, but it doesn't mean I am incorrect or correct. It doesn't mean that you're correct or incorrect, right? It just means that I have different wants and needs compared to you, possibly. Now, that being said, environmental wise, you got to pay attention to this too. Climate, season. Is it cold where you are a lot of the time of the year? Up here in the UP of Michigan, it's cold, I dare say, give or take a few weeks. It's cold at night. 50 and below is cold. If you guys don't believe me, spend time in a brush shelter like a debris hut, being like a squirrel with a bunch of leaves everywhere in there, and snuggle down in there with, say, I think the night was like 45 degrees or so with a wind kind of like this. It's cold with no fire. It sucks. So, that being said, don't be stuck in that situation. Have a backpack with a shelter system in it. Awesome. Now you can be more comfortable. You can be warmer. You're going to get a better night's rest. So, that being said, do you know your climate? Do you know the season? What considerations do you have with those seasons? Okay, say it's colder up here. I say it's going into early fall, which is not, but say it is. Okay, I'm going to want a backpack that's a little bit bigger so I can either hang another Molly bag off of it or just bigger inside itself so I can put extra clothing like a nice wool hat, some gloves, maybe more layers to my system. Again, wicky, warmy, and windy, right? That's our layering system. Can we put that inside our backpack if you want to, or hang a bag off your backpack for that reason? So, that being said, that's kind of seasonal / environmental stuff, right? Or is it really hot out? Either way, whatever. You guys get my drift. So, on top of that, let's talk about personal wants and needs, okay? I know for a fact right now, this is our bug season up here. It sucks. There's mosquitoes everywhere. And it kind of goes black flies, mosquitoes, and black flies, mosquitoes, to now it's both and we're going to kill you. So my thing is this, though. What might be something I want, might be similar to you. What is something I want to carry with me? Bug spray and mosquito netting, guys. That's a personal want and need. Now, along with personal wants and needs, say that you're an individual that has some kind of life-sustaining medication or just some kind of medication that aids you in staying alive. Say like high blood pressure medication, you don't know herbal remedies. Okay, sure, whatever. Or maybe you do, but it's not as good as your medication. Either way, moving on. Thing is this, though, you're going to want to have an extra supply of medications. In general, you could probably talk to your doctor about like, hey, I'm going to be leaving outside of the country for vacation. Can I have an extra refill this month around so I can have that stuff with me? Blah, blah, blah. Could it work? Maybe. Will it not work? I don't know. You can try it, though. So anyway, guys, that's kind of the whole point of this video. I just wanted to introduce this whole idea, guys, to you. Let me down in the comment section what you guys carry, what you guys recommend. Seasonal needs and wants. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. As always, stay frosty, prep up, God bless.